Jenna. 11 with Jenna. 11 with Jenna. 11. Who you gonna call right now? 11 with Jenna. With Jenna. 11 with Jenna. Right now. 11 with Jenna. With Jenna. It's 11. Who you gonna call right now?
I don't even know what that was all about. What's this all about, Jenna? Hello, hello, hello. It is Thursday, June 10th, 2021. It is 11:11 p.m. on the East Coast. It is 8:11 on the West Coast. It's coast, not the coats. It is still sunny outside, and I'm digging it. And tomorrow night I will turn this way and you'll see a little bit more, because I'll be somewhere, and I'm hanging. I'm at the ranch, kids. I am at the ranch, and I've got some stuff going on, and it's cool. It's great. Mama Grace is doing great. Lisa's doing great. Katie's doing great. Andy Flanders is here. Chica is here. Wait, you'll see Chica. I got a video, a slow-mo video that I took of Chica. Chica's little Chihuahua girlfriend, and she's like, she does this thing with her hands. It's really fun. And Lillian Pearl is right here. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Mom, why'd you wake me up? Tomorrow morning, Armando Ortega will be here. Can you believe it's been like Friday's already here? Tomorrow night, display and share. Tonight, we're going to have a little display and share action, but it's going to be more like a display and chair action, because many of us have been waiting quite a while for this chair to show up in our lives. And I haven't been in the room, but I've seen a photo of it, so I know it exists. And I'm just going to edit my privacy really fast and go public, and there that is, and see who the two comments of the people. Julie Luz, did you get to see Blanche at the ranch this morning? I'm still recovering from Blanche. I had a doctor's appointment, and she didn't even she rolled in like at 2:00 in the morning last night. Literally, she kind of rolled in, but she's friends with the guy next door that lives in the 10 bedroom mansion, and he's got a helipad. So she flew in there, rolled on over here. We were up till about 4, and then I had to leave at 7:30. And then I got back, and she was playing Shanghai with Lisa and Katie and Mama Grace. So she and Mama Grace are all cool, which I was really happy about. Hey, Rob Morocco, do. That is the funniest thing. Oh my goodness gracious. Rob Morocco's friend, I'm just going to play this for you. Rob sent this to me tonight. A friend of his who is a musician and worked for Rob for 30 years just left him this message. He's been in the Dominican for about 7 months, and they had not talked in 6. So this was his message to Rob on Rob's answering machine voicemail today.
Morocco. Rob Morocco. Rob Morocco. Hey man, how's it going? Thursday morning.
I love it. So Rob's friends are Rob Morocco. Blanche is already gone. She said she had to go meet whoever it is that she was meeting. She's making a record, but she wouldn't tell me with who because she thought I might get mad at her. Whatever. I don't care. I'm happy for her. I'm really happy that whoever she's making a record with, I hope that they have a blast. But Patty Lohman is here. Thank you for sharing. Hey, Julie Luce, William, Carl, Carol. Funny. Very, very funny. Yeah, Blanche. I heard she sang. She said she hummed a few bars on. I hummed a few bars on your show. I hope you don't mind. I'm like, do whatever you want, Blanche. Yeah. All right. Back to what's happening tonight. Conversations with the creatives and a chair. Ladies and gentlemen, check this out. Can you hear the music? JoAnne F. Henry. Thanks, Dave. What up, what up, what up, Miss JoAnne F. Henry? How are you? You guys, look.
I'm fine, and so is my chair. It came.
It really did. It, Julie Lucet. Yes, Julie Lucet really is a chair. There really is a chair. Unbelievable. It's beautiful.
It's not fancy, but it is custom made. So that's part of the reason it took so long.
Did you actually go to the place? Like, how did this whole thing happen? Tell us about it.
I went to the retail.
Were you like going,
okay, so I went, my friend, since I knew I couldn't travel this year, I thought at least I can travel from a nice chair, adventure travel from a chair. So I was online quite a bit this summer looking at places, and I came across this possibility through Pottery Barn. This is not a commercial for them, but my friend Sierra Shamer took me over to Allentown because you had to go to. I wanted to sit in a chair. I wasn't just going to do it online because I felt like you needed to try the chair out. You need to sit in it. So we went over there and we both sat in the chair. We both liked it. And so the next day I ordered the chair. And you pick, of course, the leather. You pick the color. You pick the grain. You pick the arm. This is a rolled arm. You can have a straight arm, but I like the way this looks and I like the way it feels. You pick the feet. I guess you call them feet. Yeah, you pick the feet, like the size, the shape, and the color of the wood of the feet. And yeah, so I did that in November, and I knew it wasn't going to come. They said it might come by December. Well, no, it didn't. And so that wasn't anybody's fault. Part of it, the big part of the problem was COVID. Everything was backed up. In fact, I have a friend who lives in town who ordered a custom refrigerator, and it just came 2 weeks ago. And she ordered within days of when I ordered my chair. So, yeah. So anyway, I needed to create a pathway through the mess that is my apartment, and I needed help to do that. So Sierra helped, Susan, Jordan, her husband Steve helped. Yes, it takes a village. And then I had someone clean, and this is a commercial for them. It is Denise's Cleaning Solutions out of Northumberland. Great, kind, lovely young couple. They do a good job. So anyway, call me if you want to contact them. Yeah. It takes a village. It wasn't epic, but now it's here.
So the chair. So you got to pick out everything. Like, did you pick out like the how firm you wanted it, or?
Yes, you do. You pick out everything.
And you want it how wide you want it, how thin you want it, how, like, does it have a footstool too?
I don't know if you can see it. Let me see.
Okay.
See it? There's the ottoman.
The ottoman.
Yes,
yeah, I call it a footstool. The ottoman.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And so you pick everything, and it is an investment. It will be here after I'm gone, I'm sure. And one of the people who helped me get it in here will probably get it.
I was gonna say, who gets
they earned it.
Whose name is on the bottom of the chair?
I'm sure it must be Sierra or Susan's. Yeah.
You might want to. Maybe one gets the ottoman and the one gets the chair.
Well, I think they go together. And since
or maybe
Sierra's
they
only
can
30,
share
I
it.
think she'll probably end up.
Like one gets it for 6 months and then the other one gets it for another 6 months. Just thinking out loud. Always thinking out loud.
Yeah. I'm just thrilled that I finally got it. It showed up at 11. No, that's wrong. It showed up at 10:35 last Saturday. 3 very good looking young Latinx men brought it in.
Do you live on the
that
second
was fun.
floor?
I live on the fourth floor.
Fourth?
Yes, there's an elevator. I live
Oh,
on the fourth floor.
oh, good for everybody.
Well, this is housing for disabled and seniors, so
Right,
they needed
but
to have an elevator.
fourth floor.
Yeah.
Good for you. I'm trying to get online and I can't even get to my page. Sometimes things just are so wacky. There I am. Oh my goodness, there's all these comments that I can't even. Linda Siriano's here. Patty's here. Julie Luce is here. Julianne
Hey,
Smith.
Patty. Hey, Julie.
And Rob says, "Yay, JoAnne, that is a nice chair." But yes, Julie and I both had
Thanks,
seen
Rob.
that this thing would ever materialize, but I was really. Carol loves a great looking chair. Francisca's here. It's a party. She does like, she said she liked, they were handsome Latino men. You know, you can't, like, and you know, they're
You
peeking,
like what you like. You like what you like. You know, yeah.
like
And
what you
so
like, and they had to
they
carry
came
it. You
in.
could have said to them, "Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot the
Yeah.
elevator doesn't work."
I would never
So
do
then,
that to anybody. But
I know. So where you're sitting right now, then you can, hey, Mama Grace, then you can actually sit and watch the Criterion channel over here.
yes, which I do. I have watched it.
And what have you watched
all my
lately?
platforms so far? I thought to take a spin through all of them. Excuse me?
What have you been watching lately?
What did you say?
What have you been watching?
On the okay, on the Criterion channel, I watched one of my favorite Fellini films, Amarcord. It's one of my favorites. It's very autobiographical of him growing up as a young teenager in the seaside village. But you know, it's bizarre. Like he's always bizarre. It's bizarre. And on MHZ Choice, I of course watched my Italian boys, Commissario Brunetti and Commissario Montalbano. So I love those guys, my Italian boys. And then of course on BritBox, as time goes by, with the wonderful Judi Dench. And I can't seem to stop watching Bridgerton. I can't seem to stop watching Bridgerton. It seems to bring me comfort. Of course, it could be the guy who plays.
Bridgerton is your jam. Anytime I see anything about Bridgerton, I always think of you. I do.
Yeah. Anyway, I do watch it a lot. And you know, this thing with my hip came at a time when everybody started to go out more, and I didn't even really care. I mean, it was fine. I was fine during the whole pandemic situation, but now that people are going out, I can't get out because of my hip. So it makes me want to go out.
I'll hang out with you. I'm staying in pretty much. Not really, but yeah, I am. Everybody's like, let's go out. I'm like, I'll just hang out here, do a gig here, and then I'll just go hang out on 11/11. That's my jam. That's my party right there. So
yes, your gigs look like they've been fun.
Good gigs, great musicians, great fun with on the porch parties at Michael Pelt's house with Robin, and I can't think this second, but they know who they are. Sorry. But yeah, where is she? Where are you? You are in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania, right?
Yes.
Yes,
but no rational reason. I'm just here.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder that when I see you there. I'm like, why is she here again? But it's a sweet town.
Yeah.
And you have good, powerful people that match with your powerful.
It has its merits. And
uh-oh, you froze a little bit. Are you there?
Am I freezing now?
Speaking of, is it really hot there?
Yes. Well, for this time of year here, yes.
Is it like 100 or something?
No, but it's been in the 90s, and that's unusual for this time of year. That doesn't usually happen until July, right. August. Yeah. Yeah, but thank goodness it's not like it's been in the Southwest.
Oh,
it has been like that.
Burning up.
Yeah, burning up in the Southwest and drenched in the Southeast.
Yeah, and yesterday here, even today, we wore jackets. I had a down coat on this morning when I left. I saw Blanche had a down jacket on. My sister had on a hat last night, her Carhartt coat. It was cold. It's like down to 46 degrees.
Is that unusual for there?
Yeah.
Is that unusual? Yeah. I thought
But
so.
next week it's
I was trying
100.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And this is unfortunately Lake Mendocino at its lowest that it's ever been in recorded history right now. So
yeah, I have friends in the, I went to undergraduate school in Minnesota, and I have friends that live there, and they are the type of people who go out camping and hiking and kayaking and all that. So they've been up in the northern part, and they said it's been so hot there that it's affecting the lakes.
Yeah.
The land of 10,000 lakes is affecting the lakes, and it's killing off the fish. Wake up! Wake up! Smell
Hello.
the river.
Don't kill the bees. First off, let the bees live. That's what we need to do.
Our friends.
I happened to go by a campground today and met the owner of the campground. Her name is Lisa. We're going to do an 11/11 at this campground, you guys. And I'm going to do a gig there, and there's an Airstream for sale that I'm putting my dream vibe on that.
Okay.
I just need to learn how to back up a truck with an Airstream. But I found an Airstream. But I met the woman. I said, do you know what glamping is, JoAnne?
Yes, of course.
So you know that those cool, groovy, I can show you, but you can't really see it, but you can kind of see it. Whereas they look like this. Can you see that a little bit?
Yes, I can see it. I've seen them. I've seen them on Pinterest. Pinterest.
Yeah. So this is the place. And I'll show you the two.
Wow.
This is one trailer that I like. It's a Lancet. And then this one is an Airstream. Does anybody know anything about Airstreams? This could be the 11/11.
Tour bus, tour van. Aesthetically beautiful. Airstream. I don't know. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah.
Right. So this whole place is just beautiful. Jeff Metzger is home. And look, you guys. She's really happy. Layla's happy. Her dad's back. He was in Colorado.
That is a happy pup.
Yeah. So is this right here. So before we go any further, I need to ask you a quick question. Next Thursday is Corona-Roki. Would you be interested?
Oh, wait, sure. Yeah, sure. Of course.
Because my friend Linda just asks, so does she sing? Excuse me, Linda? Does JoAnne F. Henry sing? Girl, you need to hang out on Corona-Roki more often. And I'm talking to Linda, not JoAnne. If you haven't heard Miss JoAnne F. Henry sing yet. Oh, yes, they are very collectible. Talk to Arnie about the Airstreams. Oh, but Arnie's got a new one. This is like the real old kind. It's completely, and it's all ripped out. It's a whole, it's a palette of, it could be Jenna'd. Everything's out of it. It's a skeleton, just its own, it's a shell. It's not a skeleton, it's a shell. JoAnne sings like a star because she is a star, especially in this chair, but you're not sitting in the chair. You're sitting on the floor like me.
I'm sitting on the floor because you couldn't see the chair if I was in it.
You should see what I have. I put this where I'm at right now. I put this together at like 7:54, and my sister's like, "Here, use this cardboard box and use this thing." And then we decided, why don't we just get a table and not a box? Some towels with a pillow. So I actually have a little table that I'm sitting in front of now. But she's really tired. She had a vaccine.
What a concept.
Yeah, like just use the table instead of. They're like, yeah, Avion. Yep. Oh, I love Avions. They were built in Michigan. Yeah, Lillian had a vaccine. She got vaxxed, so she's a little chill right now.
Yeah, they can conk you out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Rob Morocco just said, thank God she's not Italian because she'd have plastic on that chair already. That's how we grew up. Not at my parents' house, but my aunt and uncle's houses, they had plastic on the chairs.
Oh yes, my parents didn't do that, but certainly had relatives who did. Yeah.
And then
Old
the one
school.
that did, we'd go eat. She had DiMaggio's pizza right downstairs. So I think that's part of the
Oh.
reason why they were plastic, because she always had Reese's peanut butter cups, like 50 of them. Oh, good, Linda. Oh, you want to hear her sing a little bit. But then when we ate pizza at DiMaggio's upstairs on the couch, there was the plastic on it. This kind of has the same vibe. I'm sitting in a leather couch, kind of
I
like
can
a
see.
leather chair, except this is a lot older. So do you what'd you have for lunch today? What's going on?
I didn't have lunch. Well, I had toast and tea at 3. That's what I usually do.
Toast and tea.
And then I have dinner later. Yeah.
What kind of tea? Oh, you're
Good whole wheat toast.
a PJ, right? What is it? Pip. Really, Carl? I think I kind of knew that.
What?
My cousin, they worked at Avion, the trailer place.
Oh, okay.
So you do PJ. PJ? What's the tea? The British tea?
Yeah, tips, PJ tips.
PJ Tips. My friend Ron Stallings always
tips.
ate PJ Tips. And then whole wheat toast with,
Whole
is it
wheat toast
dry?
with-
Is it butter? Is it
Oh
jam?
no, it's got some butter on it and it's got some peach jam.
Nice.
Yeah, and then later on I have dinner.
What'd you
I'm
have for dinner?
usually not up to have had breakfast and then want to have lunch. So I usually don't have either one of those.
Can I
You know, I
ask you a
have
big favor?
tea. For me?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you please hang up and come back? Because I'm getting a lot of skips.
I will try to see if that works.
Just
Okay,
end meeting and then come back.
Yeah.
What happened? Plastic on chairs is not limited to Italians. I didn't say it was. It's just an Italian that brought the subject up about the plastic. But none of my Spanish family did it. So I don't know. None of my Native American people did anything with any kind of plastic. We were all sitting on the floor playing music. But I understand. Look at this cutie over here. She's a baby girl. She's my baby girl. Do you want to know what I had for lunch today? 4 tortillas. Hot. From the guy making them, and he wrapped them up. And I bought this stack of tortillas. I felt like I was in San Pancho, and I told Lisa, I said, if I eat 2 of these tortillas, I'm going to be asleep in about 10 minutes. I ate 2, then I ate 3. Grace is in the back seat. We went on a cruise. I'm going to post some photos from today. And then in like 10 minutes, I was like, out. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to try this again. JoAnne F. Henry. Thanks, Dave. Dave Love. I miss Dave Love. He's just the busiest man. Does anyone like Spam? I've never been a Spam lover. How about you, JoAnne?
I learned to eat it when I lived in Hawaii.
Did you like it a particular way? Did you have Spam sushi?
Yes. Spam mishubi. It was good. but it's I couldn't eat it too much because it's got too much sodium.
I guess it takes on whatever you're going to make with it because you can make stir fry and oh yeah, quite a few people have said they grew up just like those. What were those little sausages? Vienna sausages.
Yes,
What was that all about? Vienna sausage.
they were cocktail sausages. I thought people.
Yeah, like,
I saw them at parties when I was a little kid. People.
I used to
had
put
at
them on.
parties.
I get the toothpicks.
Yes.
Oh, Patty says as much as she loves Nutella. Yeah, spam in Hawaii for sure. I think I've eaten it twice, maybe, and probably just on the island.
It's not my go-to preference, but I've eaten it.
Do you like Nutella?
Yes.
I
Come on. What's not to like?
don't care for it.
Is
There's-
it the nutty nut? Is it the hazelnut part? Or is
I
it the
think-
chocolate part?
I think the hazelnut ruins the chocolate for me.
I can see why you would think that. Because that's the only reason, and that's the only kind. I mean, I like Nutella. That's the only way I really like hazelnut, except for hazelnut flavored coffee, and then it's like not that much, you know. So I'm not a fan of hazelnut, but I do love Nutella. I learned to eat that when I lived in Italy, and my hosts thought it was breakfast. And I was like,
Right. Yeah,
I'll
spread
just have
some
the
Nutella
coffee.
on
I'll
ham.
just have coffee. Thank you. But I like it now. Not for breakfast though.
Yeah, spam and eggs, stir fry. Yeah, that's how I've had spam is in stir fry. But yeah, you and Rob Morocco are big fans of Nutella.
Oh,
Like, do you eat it off the spoon?
I'm not gonna admit to that.
Like, is my peanut butter hidden? I got that's actually the jars over there with the spoon.
Yeah.
But-
I like it on pancakes.
oh, okay. Or a crepe. Do a crepe kind of vibe.
Yeah. Yeah. Instead of having syrup, I'd rather have that.
Yeah, Rob posted a photo of a guy in a tub full of Nutella the other day, and Patty and I kind of got a little spam tacos. I could see that spam tacos. Do you like tacos?
Doesn't everybody?
No, you know what? Oh my gosh, today there was one of those things that said if you had to give up two foods in these photos, what would you give up? And it was like Coke and cake and hot dogs and tacos and pizza and bread and chocolate milk and hamburger and something. This woman picked tacos. I'm like, dude, and tacos. I'm like, dude, what do you would drink a Coke over tacos?
They do go good together though.
Good, they're good together. It's a good combination. I would if I could have anything sugary, I would have a chocolate malt. Or do you say malted or malt?
I say malt.
You know how some people say malted. I'll take a malted.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that is probably like my kryptonite, chocolate malted milk shake. But I think I'd rather have the taco as far as
And a chocolate malt.
no. I'd rather have the taco, not the chocolate malt. But you're talking about sugary drinks.
Right.
I wouldn't eat the taco with the chocolate malt.
I'd do that.
These are serious questions we're asking ourselves.
I would totally have
Serious
taco and
existential
chocolate
questions.
malted together. I like grilled cheese and a chocolate malt together. That's how deep I go into the dairy.
You go pretty deep.
Yeah.
Pretty deep. Yeah, if I could have malted once a week, I probably would, but it's not a good thing. So it makes it a treat. It's a good treat when you get to have it. So you get excited about it. And we usually drive out of town to this little place called the Purple Cow, and where you can sit outside. Oh, it's great in the summer. I love going in the summer. You get your ice cream, whatever kind you want to get, and then you sit outside, and there's these it's surrounded by fields. And at a certain time in the summer, it's coming up right now, coming up. The fields around 7:30 in the evening, fireflies start to rise up. It's just great. They're my favorite. I love fireflies.
Me too. They're pretty magical. Julie Luce would pick a taco over a malt.
Mhm.
I don't know. I mean, after eating 4 tortillas today, I might pick a malt over a taco for a while, but I'm thinking I might start eating tortillas right before bed and it might get me to sleep. What city are you in? Tell them where you are again, please. They might not exactly.
Okay. I will try to explain it. I live in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania, which is in rural central Pennsylvania. It's an hour and a half north of Harrisburg, 3 hours from New York City, 4 hours from Philadelphia, 3.5 hours to Baltimore, and 3 hours or so to Pittsburgh. Does that help?
That helps.
Oh, and it's about 2 hours from what is that cool place up in New York State that I always want to go to, haven't been to yet. It's a college town.
Oh,
Cornell's there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know.
It's 2 hours from there, and I'm not coming up with Ithaca.
Ithaca, New York.
Yeah.
And the town that she is in is the town that Rolf grew up in. Melanie Moore.
Yes.
Blanche said you guys have made a record.
Steve Mitchell lived here.
Steve Mitchell, drummer extraordinaire. I met Steve when I was 23 years old at Russian Hill Recording Studio in San Francisco.
Wow.
Yep. And then one day we were doing a gig and Steve Mitchell walks in. I'm like, what? How did this happen? And Rolf and Steve knew each other. And then another friend of mine, Matt, his mom lives in Lewisburg. It's a really, Lisa says she would pick a firefly over all foods, including Nutella. Come on now, I've been waiting for 45 minutes to hear her sing. We never talked that she was going to sing tonight. Tonight is all about the chair. If she chooses to sing, she might sing, but next Thursday night, she's singing for sure. So pancakes on Nutella, or Nutella on pancakes, huh?
Yes, for sure. For the win.
What about a Nutella chocolate malted?
No. Because see, I think the hazelnuts would interfere at that point.
It's kind of cancel culture food.
Yeah. I think they would cancel that out.
I think so too. I do. Do you feel like singing a song?
I was just trying to think of something.
Ooh, she's thinking of
It'd
something.
be okay if I've sung it before.
Yes,
Would it be
course.
okay if I've sung it before?
Yes.
Okay.
We love hearing you
Okay.
sing.
I'm gonna sing then. Here I go. The water is wide. I can't cross over. Neither have I. Where'd
you go?
To fly. Give me a boy and to love my love and I. There is a ship out on the sea. She's loaded deep can be, but not as deep as the love I'm in. I know not you. I sink or swim. Love is handsome. Love is fine. Love is a jewel when it is new. But when it's on, it turneth cold and fades away like morning dew, and fades away like morning dew.
JoAnne Henry, everybody.
Thank you.
She's been on.
Thanks.
You've been on 11:11 since the beginning.
Close to the beginning, yeah.
Yep. Yep. It really means a lot to me, and I know that it's changing. People are going out, people are doing stuff, and this will evolve however it's going to evolve. And I'm just honored that we've been able to create this community and continue it however we may, and then we'll all be in the same room together at probably different times. But man, you take me to another place, and you go to a deep, deep, deep place in my soul when I hear you sing.
Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I think, well, I felt this for a long time, and I'm learning more as I study the Enneagram, that we all have something here as part of the greater. We need to shine it all the time, as much as possible. It's hard to do that. I know it's hard because everything in the world militates against our doing that, against our finding that we are a source itself, that we have that connection. But singing helps me to get there.
Definitely.
So I just say, whatever you do, paint, draw, speechify, preachify, teachify, whatever it is that you do it to bring more wonder into the world and to make more space for everybody.
Yeah. True.
I didn't mean to get serious there.
Hey, did you hear what she just said? She said some of the deepest stuff y'all have ever heard, and then she laughs.
No,
guys,
I go on. I go off. I know I rant.
Well, whatever it is that people do. People go, oh, but I'm not a musician. And they'll say to me, I'll go, can you be on the show? Will you please? Oh, I don't have anything to talk about. What do you mean? Well, I don't really do anything. Well, what do you do what's your weekend like? And then all of a sudden they'll be like, well, I was a sea captain in Spain for 25 years. And I'm like, what? And then I was a minister and on an island with cats. And I'm like, everybody has a story and everybody has a light to shine. And yes, it's really difficult some days to get up and get that light to shine. And you and I've had these conversations, and and we all reach to those places. Julianne Smith has this farm with more vegetables and fruit than I didn't even know was allowed in one place, and it's not that big of a farm. And William makes incredible food, and William was a director of a total what do you call it? Help me, William. What did you do? He ran a television station. And Patty does incredible things. She takes care of 3 grandchildren and her big, beautiful house and makes incredible food. And I mean, and Pam Shear, Pam, hi, I love you. Wow. I mean, it blows my mind that people that come on here, and I know everybody's light, because if I haven't met them, I've talked with them like I have with you, like this. And it's about, I don't know if it's always about being happy, but it's about being our authentic selves and real with each other.
I think that's the project, is to unpeel the onion that we develop around ourselves through trauma, through living in this world. And I've always thought that actors, really fine actors, understood that it was not about putting masks on. When we say American modern actors, it's not about putting a mask on, it's about unmasking yourself and finding those pieces of yourself that connect with the audience, connect with the emotional truth of the material. You don't have to be a person who was a sex worker, but it's like if you're acting like a sex worker doesn't have real emotions, then yeah, then you can't connect to that. Whatever the person has, you can connect to it because we're humans, I would hope. And it's getting to the emotional truth of a song, trying to get to that. Becoming your authentic self is the job. It's what we're supposed to be doing here. But it's not easy. But we can do it. And being in community helps us to do it together.
Yep. I'm
See,
down.
I go off on these rants. You know?
Oh, JoAnne, praise,
Anyway.
right there. There's a light on the outside that I don't think is supposed to be on. I can see it from here.
Uh-oh.
No, it's cool. Yeah, it is. You are. You do. I mean, tell people your do I call them credentials? Call them what? How do I? Just go for it, because not everybody knows.
Okay, so I'll just say I'll say a bit of my autobiography. Yeah, I grew up in Wyoming and Nebraska. I started out college in the University of Colorado at Boulder, and to be honest, all I did was smoke pot and go to demonstrations. Hey, it was the time I was living in. Then I eventually worked in Nashville, Tennessee, for the United Methodist Church because I'd been raised in the United Methodist Church and been brought up and seen. People saw me, got me. Young white pastors who had been involved in the civil rights movement came to my town, came to my church, and started doing interesting things there. I did that with them. Went and worked in Nashville, became an actor because my roommates kept asking me, what was I doing working for the church? I was like, well, okay. So I became an actor because I was afraid to sing in front of people. And I thought if I could become an actor, it would help me be able to sing in front of people. Then I just kept being an actor. Then I went back to undergraduate school at St. Olaf in Minnesota. Then finished that and moved to Berkeley to go to seminary. Worked in Berkeley, worked in Honolulu, came back to Berkeley and did a PhD and taught for a while there and at my alma mater, St. Olaf, and at Denison University. And now I'm here, more or less retired, mostly more rather than less retired. I still do some editing for scholars. I still get to do some directing of shows for people, small performances. And I occasionally get to sing, get to sit in, occasionally get gigs, but like everybody, that's not been happening. The great thing that happened for me when I was living in Berkeley is I met really interesting musicians like Stephen Kent. I don't know if you know Stephen, he's a didgeridoo guy. And Francisco Ferreira, who's one of the most amazing men that I know, theologian, justice activist, incredible musician. And his sister Liliana, great vocalist. And Yasir Chadli, who's a Sufi sheikh and musician, and Bushaib. Yeah. But I met a bunch of Sufi people who, we just started playing music together. It was great. It was sort of like Sufi rhythms, Moroccan Sufi rhythms, and over that jazz vocals and spirituals. It was a groove thing. It was great. And I got to do a lot of stuff with Francisco. Got to play around a lot for different sort of activist justice stuff. Like we met each other because we had been engaged individually to play at this liturgy that Rigoberto Menchu was the speaker. You remember her, the Guatemalan Nobel Peace Prize winner?
Oh yeah.
She was a speaker for that, and the people who were organizing it and asked Francisco and me separately to perform, and we were there early rehearsing across the room from each other. We just kept going, I wonder who that is over there. What are they doing? And finally he came over and said, who are you? What are you doing? And I said, I'm JoAnne and I'm doing this song. He says, well, I'm Francisco, I'm doing this song. Why don't we do something together? So we did. And then from that, we just kept playing at different events. So when I was working for the Hotel Workers Union, I forgot. I worked for the Hotel Workers Union in San Francisco, Unite Here as an organizer of the interfaith community. And Francisco was also doing that kind of work with another group. So we would end up being at rallies and singing together at rallies in support of hotel workers. I don't have that kind of thing here because there's not enough people to be doing that thing for, and I really miss it.
But it's an active community from the people that I know from Lewisburg. They try. They create some movement and light. I know they did that. There was something beautiful they did with light this year.
Yes, this year, and it wasn't just the Lewisburg community. Because if you went out, I went out one night with a friend. We were trying to see stars, but it was too cloudy. So we went around to towns around the area, little towns around the area, just driving around. And people had their lights up, and it was February. Beginning of February, people kept their Christmas lights up. What they did here was they kept the Christmas lights up until the end of February. And they did a really interesting sort of art installation down at the gazebo where someone created this light installation of the planets. And when you approached it, sound would come on, music would come on, which was pretty cool. And just all the lights that keep on the main street were left on until the end of February. It was wonderful for people.
I love that gazebo. I had some magical moments at that gazebo with Ralph. Ralph and his parents are honored in that park, and
yes,
it's really special.
Yes, I was part of the group that created a ritual and then an event in memory of Doug and Margie.
Did you know them?
I knew Doug. Doug was one of the first people I met when I moved here. Somebody said, "You need to meet Doug. You and the two of you can talk theology together."
Wow.
So a friend had us to dinner and we talked theology, and then we kept talking theology and other stuff too. Theology as it pertains to justice and social change.
What powerful! I never met them, but I get to play music with their son and soon to be other son, and I know all the people around them that worked with them and had multiple dinners with them. And anytime Rolf and I are doing something, he'll tell me a story about something about Margie this, Doug that, and I have some of her earrings and I have their Etch-a-Sketch in my living room.
Yeah, Doug was one of those righteous persons. He's very much missed in the community. So is she. Yeah, I had the opportunity to play with Rolf a couple of times, and one was when I was writing, producing, and performing in a winter solstice event at that place where we met again in Mifflinburg at the Elias Performance Center.
Such a great.
And I was able to hire Rolf and Jonathan Edwards and Andy Seal to be the band, and it was a meditation on the winter holidays. So I was focused on solstice, but I spoke about the other holidays too: Kwanzaa, Christmas, and Hanukkah. It was fun. It was a struggle, that first rehearsal, because we only had one day to rehearse the music and then wed the music with the spoken word. But it was one of the best attended things I'd ever had out there. It was packed. That was fun.
Yeah, that's a powerful. Hey, Suzanne, Foxy Lady. That's a powerful. What year was that place built? Like
1863.
Oh, okay, 1863. Now I was 1790, but 1863. You walk in there and you go, "Whoa! If these walls could talk." And then the mayor's still the mayor?
I don't think so.
Okay. He came to that gig. He's the one that let us in that night. We were at the bar.
I'm sure.
We went up there and they were closed. We're like, it's 7:00, you guys. Show starts at 8. Nobody's here yet. And then we went to this bar to get something. Somebody knew go to the bar. And the mayor just happened to be having dinner there. And he's like, I can unlock it for you. And he went over there and unlocked the doors.
Crazy.
Mifflinburg.
Yeah, Mifflinburg is a sweet place. That space is very sweet. And it's been so many different things. Yes, it was a church, it was a school, it was a bar, and it was also a boarding house.
Oh, and you can feel all that. You can
Yes,
totally feel every bit of that. That's cool. So I'm gonna run in a minute, but I don't want to cut you off or anything. But you will be on Corona Roki next Thursday.
that's
Is that
fine.
easy? Okay, here you go, Suzanne. For a little bit for you right here. Oops, no, that's not what I want. I want this. Next Thursday, Bill Jones, if you're around, come hang out with us next Thursday night. Not obviously not tonight. Next Thursday, Corona Roki International Limited happens once a month. The third. I sure hope that's the third. Yeah, because June 3rd, June 10th, June 17th, third Thursday of the month, right here. Maybe I'll be here. Maybe I'll be out. I don't know where I'll be. I don't know where I'm going to be a week from tonight, but I'm digging where I am right now. And
Will you still be in Will you still be in California?
well, maybe,
Oh, okay.
probably,
Okay.
probably. Next time you're on, maybe you could take a couple of paper or cardboard boxes and put your laptop on top of that so we can see you sitting.
Yeah,
You
baby.
know, get some washcloths and kind of tuck it under and
Exactly.
you know, I know. Hey, Carol. I know. I love hanging with you. It's a rich experience.
I feel the same way.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I love that you have a community of people around you that make your life easier because you've given so much to so many and continue to do so. So
I'm blessed with friends. I'm very blessed. I think I told you once that a friend of mine did my horoscope, and he said, I don't see much over here with your family of origin, which is true because they adopted me out. But over here with your friends, that's where your treasure is. And he was right. That's where my treasure is. And I love you all madly, as Duke Ellington used to say.
I know. Julie just said washcloths, the 11 early days. Yeah, hold on. Let me get another washcloth so I can prop it up and put my hand is, yeah. Yeah, we know. We know. Now I have this stand and this light and yeah, you need to get yourself a ring light, girl. You know,
That could happen.
you can get a ring light like this and it does all this. And I still don't get it right every time, but you can do this blue light, that light, this light, little brighter, little darker.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That might have to happen.
And then
like that.
you get yourself a pair of blue blockers, glasses.
That's what these are.
Are they? Okay, so yeah, so you can see that's
Yeah.
not very that looks not very great. That's not a good look for me. And I always search, I'm like, I can't find the right light. Go to the light, Jenna. Find the light. Find the light. You are the light. You are a big, bright light on this planet. And I'm grateful to have time to spend with you. So thank you for taking the time and making the time and getting that chair. And I'm so glad they finally sent it to you.
Make another appearance.
Would have been cool. It would have been cool to display in chair on Friday night, but I think conversations with the creatives, having JoAnne F. Henry and the chair, really made a great Thursday night. So
yes, thank you.
Thank you very much. And I'll see you next Thursday.
Aretha, Shaka says goodbye. I'm saying goodbye. You'll see me next Thursday.
See ya. Bye, Joanna.
Bye.
See ya. She is the best. I know. Peace. Bye. Oh, I was listening to something. Look at my sweet baby girlfriend. I love her so much. Mama Grace, I'll see you in a couple minutes. We're going to play some cards tonight, and I'm going to win. Thank you, Julianne. I know she got her chair. I'm just so, it just, because we kept, did you get the chair yet? Did you get the chair yet? No, it's back ordered. Did you get the chair yet? Did you get the chair yet? Now she has the chair. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Carol and Julie and Julianne and Suzanne and William and Robert and Carol, Bill. Tomorrow morning, Armando Ortega. Tomorrow night, displaying share. I hope somebody has something to share. Maybe Blanche will pop back in. Saturday morning, Jeff Metzger. Saturday night, Gary Lambert. Sunday morning, kind of chill. Sunday night, Musicians Square Table. This week, David Westy will be here. And we will be talking about the new, I have a recording that's dropping, as they say. It's dropping, and it's really good. Thank you, Rob Morocco. You know, anytime I ever see him now, I can't just say, hey, Rob. I have to, Rob Morocco. You have a beautiful night, everyone. Thank you. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Be nice. Thank you, JoAnne F. Henry. Huge hug. And another huge hug. Bright thoughts. Billowing words. And a booming, bombastic, beautiful heart. Thank you. Love to all of you. And let your light shine. Love hard.